The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
People. Breaking news. Brock Boeser may become an Oiler, and I don't know, pigs may be able to fly one day. They're just rumors, but it also makes a lot of sense. Plus, we got to hit the internet up because the people are talking, and I don't want to mention his name because it's way too early, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Grades as well. Let's do this. Locked on Canucks.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
People. How's it going? Okay, my name is Kyle Bowen. This right here is Locked On Canucks. One less to the Don't Doze Art Lab for giving us a space to give you that West Coast bias. And we have a lot to talk about, and I got to delete Twitter. I got to do it. Sometimes you believe what you read, and I'm not even talking about the Brock Boeser to Edmonton thing. I'm talking about Evander Kane getting what downtown last night. Okay, what's going? I don't want to go. You know what? Let's just do the episode first, and we'll get to it at the end of the episode. All right? Stay safe. What is going on? Anyways, my name's Kyle Bowen again, and Brock Boeser, his name brought up on 32 Thoughts, courtesy of Elliot Friedman. I wouldn't say Elliot Friedman is hearing rumors or hearing reports. He's hearing the rumors, but I don't think he's hearing reports on Boeser joining the Oilers, but he could see why it would make sense. Okay? And he didn't go into much detail about why it would make a ton of sense, but I can guess because we talked about it a couple days ago, okay? But that all being said, we didn't bring up one point. Okay? We didn't bring up the revenge part, right? More on that in a couple minutes. But point number one, why wouldn't Boeser, a family man, a real man, a real good person, a real good friend, someone who understands the power of love, why wouldn't that guy, after all he's been through, want to just stay close to the people closest to him outside of his family in Minnesota? More so than ever, right? And if it's not Vancouver, it's what? Calgary, or in this case, the Oilers, right? Why not stay close to home, his new home, which has, again, become this beautiful city of ours, all right? Point number two, Boeser. Right? The salary cap is going way up after this season, right? This season coming up. Right? Next season, the next season after that, the next season after that, bro. But basically, each team will have $1 billion in cap space. So why wouldn't Boeser, sign a 2 to 3 year deal with the Edmonton Oilers? Still make good money. He's still making, what, $14 million there? Maybe 15, maybe 13 and a half. But sign there for 2 years. Right shotgun with McDavid, and if it's not McDavid, it's Leon Draisaitl, and if it's not Leon Draisaitl, it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And why not just add up the points? If Zach Hyman can get 50 goals with Connor McDavid, Brock Boeser could get 117. Jokes aside, he could be a 40 goal scorer in back-to-back years. There's also a world where he's a back-to-back 50-goal scorer with McDavid and Draisaitl. We're talking about Lemieux and Gretzky, right? And what if he does that? What if he scores a ton of goals? What if he's not a 30-goal guy or a 25-goal? Again, he's a 40 to 50-goal guy back-to-back years, and he's up for a new contract. The dude's getting paid $10 million a year. He could play that card. And how about point number three? And again, Brock Boeser, we spoke about it earlier. Brock Boeser, a friendly dude. A dude full of love, okay? You could tell. Just a good dude. A dude that's pretty much, I don't know, there's a 2% chance that we traded Evander Kane for Brock Boeser. All in all, though, a really, really good dude. That all being said, what if he wants to, evoke some revenge on the Vancouver Canucks, okay? It feels like the Canucks extended Darcy Hordichuk before they even dialed Brock Boeser's number, right? Dale Weiss signs a 3-year deal before we even look, I don't know, just wish Brock Boeser a happy birthday. right? We extended Drew O'Connor, Marcus Pettersson. We traded for Evander Kane before paying or budgeting for Brock Boeser next season and beyond. We just paid Connor Garland. We're about to pay Thatcher Demko. Injury-riddled Thatcher Demko. Coming off of Papatias Papalitis. We're about to pay that guy before we pay Brock Boeser. And Brock Boeser, again, I would say he's had, how long has he been a Canuck for? Almost like 9 years, 10 years? I guess like 8, whatever. He's had 2 really, 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 really good years. Don't get me wrong. A good hockey player, steady hockey player, consistent hockey player. He's going to get his 55, 60 points. He's going to get his 20 goals. He's going to do his thing. But his rookie year and his season last year, it was tremendous. Right? In his rookie season, he's looking like a superstar. Last year, I'm giving him like a 4th place Selke vote. And he got 40 goals. Real talk, look at Boeser's game even in the playoffs. Okay, outside the clutch goals, for the most part, I know we played McDavid and Draisaitl in the second round, but for the most part, in those 13 games, just defensively sound, a hard guy to beat along the boards, had that extra gear to him. Right? And he's got the big frame. He's got the body. You can see he's built for the playoffs. Again, his defensive awareness, being used at times where the Canucks were protecting a lead. Yo, Brock Boeser, good hockey player, great hockey player, a great year last year. And he goes into this season, there's so much noise between Pettersson and Miller, right? The centers of the Vancouver Canucks. Boeser also gets a concussion, but he's still pretty good this year. Still put up, Boeser-like numbers. Right? There was also that stretch when we almost made the playoffs, right? Post-trade deadline where Boeser was looking like a superstar again. You look at the goal he scored against St. Louis to tie up the game, but look at his game in New York to try to keep the Canucks alive. Like, we're talking about a clutch player. I know we didn't win that game, but he was on a mission. But again, we paid Drew O'Connor before we paid him. And genuinely speaking, this core's been losing for so long. I'm not extremely mad at it. It is what it is. I would have loved to get something for him at the deadline for asset management sakes, right? It would have helped us. It would have helped us at the draft if we had an extra second or first round pick for Brock. All in all, though, Brock, good player, and now has to see everyone else get paid before him. And a part of me is like, yeah, this lovey-dovey guy is going to be mad going into next season because, obviously speaking, the guy was underappreciated. Right? And look at Alvin's comments post-deadline. And if it's the truth, which it isn't, Right? When he said, you guys would be laughing at the offers we got for Brock Boeser. That's why we didn't trade him. Dude, stop BSing. Stop bullshitting. Enough is enough. This is an educated hockey base, a hockey fan base, right? If that sort of guy on the Charlotte Checkers got the Florida Panthers 2 draft picks, including a second-round pick, if Anthony Beauvillier got a second-round pick at the deadline, you think Brock Boeser's not getting you some sort of value? Stop lying to us. You guys wanted popcorn sales in April. All in all, though, Alvin comes out and uses that statement. Someone embarrasses Brock Boeser. Another thing that Boeser has to deal with on his way out of Vancouver. And I just feel as if there's going to be a bad taste in his mouth. So much so that, yeah, it'd be nice for him to stay close to Vancouver and sign in Edmonton because, again, it's a 40-minute flight. And, it'd be nice to sign with McDavid and Draisaitl and inflate his stats so he can sign another contract in a couple years. But, it'd be nice sending a huge puck you to the Vancouver Canucks and Alvin and Rutherford. It would be lovely for that guy. What if for the first time he was really mad? He wanted to instill some revenge in his daily routine and you just use it as motivation. And again, sign with the Oilers to stick it up the Vancouver Canucks. I could see it. The Canucks didn't win a lot with Brock Boeser. And, winning fixes everything. But it's safe to say not a lot of players have gone through as much as Brock has gone through, all while dealing with the questions in the media and the team's lack of success. right? Nobody's really gone through it like that. And this whole season, the last 12 months, we're talking about, again, this guy was so good last year. So good last year. Scored 40 goals. And yeah, some people call it good business, but they never looked at Brock as if he was really, really important, right? You can clearly see that last year they look at his stats and believe it was inflated due to Miller and Patterson, or Miller for the most part, right? Again, some call it good business. You can see that he's a bit slow. He's not a play driver. He's just Brock Boeser. He's just another guy in the eyes of this team. A guy that when you put him around good players, he's going to get it done. Yo, there's a world, I'm just saying, where this guy's like Carter Verhaeghe prior to this season. AKA, he does score a lot of goals, like he's shown in the past, and he does more so with the Oilers, maybe, right? Right? And then he does all that in the playoffs, too. The guy's going to be hella motivated. Crazy. Like, I'm telling you, you cannot make this stuff up. The Evander Kane for Brock Boeser trade is going to be something. They're going to write about this in the books. Anyways, let's get to some comments. Look at this from Matt DV604. I've always loved Brock Boeser, but I think his asking price is too high for what he brings. Didn't we offer $8 million at 6 years and he rejected? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. Disturbed TV saying he wanted, shout to Mike. He said that Brock wanted the 6th year. Oh, no. Yeah, Brock wanted the 6th year. So 8x6, and the Canucks offered 8x5. I get it. Brock wanted it his way. And he's playing hard to get up until the point where, again, like, even going into like the last week prior to him officially being a Canuck, right? This week, the Canucks pay Connor Garland and Thatcher Demko, quote unquote, before they get the job done with Brock. Like, they gave Connor Garland 6 years over Brock. And to be honest, I like Connor Garland more than Brock Boeser. It is what it is. Okay, I like players, and we'll talk about this later with Braden Coots. I like guys who don't need the motivation or don't need things to go their way to just like try their ass off, shift in and shift out. We need more players like that. There's a reason why the Canucks don't win a lot of games, and they haven't won a lot of games with Brock Boeser in the lineup, right? Boeser's not a dog, like, consistently. Like I guess, like, in the playoffs, he may be a dog. But dude, if he was better and more consistent on the ice, if he didn't let the noise of this year, right, it warned him. I feel as if that's when management and even some of the fan base was like, okay, you know what? We got to get different guys in the room, because Brock, you could see it on his face, and I don't think this was concussion related. This was definitely, like, again, him being a good guy, him probably loving Elias Pettersson, him definitely loving JT Miller. Those guys were the best of buds, and just seeing all that stuff happen in the room, it took a toll on that guy emotionally, right? Again, a friendly guy. That guy, he just looks like a real human being. Like, he oozes empathy, right? That stuff would affect his world. And it did affect his world. It affected the team's world, but you can see it again. Brock Boeser was not the same player he was last year that he was this year, because the noise got to him. And I'm like, yo, I want less players on this team letting the noise get to them. Please, especially the guys at the top of the lineup. In the forward department, Boeser, Pettersson, Miller, all three of those guys. Let that happen this year. Did Garland let that happen to him this year? Again, he's not the finisher, but that guy tried his ass off no matter what, game in and game out. Straight up. One more comment before we get to break. Tommy saying the Oilers don't have the cap space to sign Brock Boeser. You just never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. And, bro, what if Brock Boeser's like, screw it, man, I want to win. I'll take a bit less, right? A bit less to sign for 2 years, 1 year. I don't know. You never know how these things are going to work out. But I would say never say never. Just knowing how crazy this Vancouver Canucks season has been, it's been remarkably crazy. You can't even make this stuff up. What happens if Brock Boeser signs a 1-year deal? Marian Hossa-esque to play with Connor McDavid. You could hear the silence. I could hear. Yeah, exactly. The season's been that crazy. You just never, ever, ever know. Anyways, let's get to break. And I don't know. Do we have to press these buttons and search Twitter on our podcast today? Like, do we want to expose some of the rumors that are coming out about Evander Kane? Like, what are we doing here? I don't know. Supposedly there's video too. I don't know when that's coming. I don't know. I'm getting too dramatic. I got to stay off the internet. Okay. But maybe we'll press that button. We'll definitely give out some draft grades, AKA sort of do that and talk about Braeden Cootes. But first, let's share some love to somebody that allows the show to, just run the way it is here and there on Locked On Canucks. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Yes, FanDuel. Trevor's favorite app, because he uses it responsibly and he enjoys playing games with his daughter. They love using FanDuel together, okay? Even in the summer, because summer sports are in full spring, and whether you're all about baseball, under the lights, golf on the green, or high-stakes soccer action, FanDuel is the best way to make every game this summer more excited. Think about it, right? It's got what you need. It's easy to track all your favorite matchups. Straight up, new daily promotions makes it more fun to bet. Right, more creative ways to bet. Makes you look at the app completely different. It's also easy to use and easy to get a payout, which matters, right? Easy to get a payout. Boom, bam. Every game that you bet on matters that much more. It's more fun. And you know the deal, right? Parlays, man. Parlays, the new cotton candy. Anywho, if you're new to FanDuel, new customers can get, $150 in bonus bets when you place a $5 bet, and that $5 bet wins. That's new customers get $150 in bonus bets if their first $5 bet wins. Visit right now, or get that deal right now on FanDuel.com to get it all started. One love to FanDuel and one love to Trevor, his favorite app. People, we back doing this, and that's talking about your Vancouver Canucks. My name is Kyle Bowen, and I want to do it, and let's get right back to the comments, because this Boeser stuff's making y'all talk. Olivia saying Brock Boeser can't skate with McDavid. I love Brock, but he would be an anchor on that McDavid line. My immediate thoughts reading this was like, oh, how about Zach Hyman? But yeah, if you watch Zach Hyman, he's a good skater. He has a tier above Brock Boeser in the skating world. More ferocious on the forecheck too. But I wouldn't doubt Boeser's IQ meshing well with a guy like McDavid and Draisaitl. Why are we talking about this, right? I also wouldn't doubt Boeser being so motivated, aka on his revenge tour, so much so that he does find a way to get like half a foot faster this offseason. Right? Man, oh man. Anyways, let's talk about the draft, okay? The Canucks draft grades. Can everyone in the comments right now give me their draft grades? Because I don't know how the draft works. Like I do, but I'm not a prospect guru. Okay, I watched the first round, and I just read tweets about the second round, right? And the third round and the fourth round. Oh, did we have a fourth round pick? No, we gave that up for Evander Kane. No, did we have a fourth round pick? All in all, exactly. I don't know much about the NHL entry draft. That being said, Braden Coots, the first round pick, I think I said that right. Captain of the Seattle Thunderbirds. And all I had to see was this quote, okay? The quote about him saying he doesn't know anyone that works harder than him, right? That's crazy. That's crazy beautiful. That's what you want. When you read a quote like that, you think to yourself a couple things, right? First off, it's like, yeah. There's a reason why he's the captain. For someone young to say, I don't know anyone that works harder than me. I'm paraphrasing just a bit. That to me shows some IQ. Because hard work is something that is controllable. It's not a God-given thing. It can become instinctual. You look at the Florida Panthers team, I feel as if they got everyone who works their ass off every day. We just talked about it with Boeser and Garland, right? We paid Garland before Boeser. Why do you think they did that? Because I'm telling you, they want to build the top of their lineup or just even the top of their leadership group with guys that work their ass off. Garland works harder than Pettersson. Garland works harder than JT Miller. May not be as good as those guys. May not be as good as Brock Boeser. But a total different level of compete. Connor Garland is the closest thing to Quinn Hughes in that lineup when it comes to, again, work ethic. So, again, Braden Coots just bringing up that as like his main character trait. And it has nothing to do with skill, right? Nothing to do with his finishing. Nothing to do with his IQ. It just has a lot to do with his heart and how much he appreciates the game. And I know Eklund, is his name Victor? Isn't Eklund the guy who writes all the rumors? Does he still hockeybuzz.com? Hockeybuzz.com is his son, the guy that the Canucks could have drafted. Eklund drops in the draft. People wanted him, obviously so. You know, best player available, whatever that means. And in the moment, it felt kind of boring to go with Coots. But when I just read that quote again, nobody works harder than me, quote unquote. I'm paraphrasing just a bit. Search it up yourself, dude. I'm all in. Okay, I'm all in to that type of energy. I'm sick and tired of the Vancouver Canucks having character issues, having locker room issues, having like just efforts. Like, look at their efforts on home ice last year. The Vancouver Canucks going through all the bullshit they did this year. Dude, tickets went up like crazy. You just won in 2023, 2024 for the first time in a long time as far as, being competitive, winning a playoff round, bringing joy back into the city. And you let the locker room issues get to you and just break down the team spirit and the consistency and shatter our dreams. But you also just, again, this is the Pettersson thing. This is the Miller thing. This is the Boeser thing too. Dude, like, you guys established a sense of belief that putting in that much effort on home ice, like 50% efforts was good enough. You couldn't even muster up the heart to do more. Because you got some drama going on in the dressing room. These guys weren't grateful that they were playing in the NHL. People spending their hard-earned money and spending their hard-earned time connecting with you, giving you guys this job to play a children's game and become millionaires. Yet again, the gratefulness and the respect for the game was just lost, and the compete was just lost, and it's a damn shame. And it's like, again, Braeden Cootes, man, something just tells me that he kind of fits exactly what the Canucks are trying to do now. And that's make sure, A, everyone loves the game of hockey no matter what. B, everyone works their ass off. And C, you don't take this shit for granted. Sorry for my language. I'm just getting emotional, okay? My bad, Locked On. It is what it is. If Steve Dangles can swear, what are we doing here? I'm getting emotional. Let's get to your comments. Give me some draft grades overall. If you guys have some like reports on some other prospects, I'll read them too. We're just rambling here at the Don't Desert Live about your Canucks. But Braeden Cootes, off the jump, I'm giving that grade an A++. Okay, I'm optimistic, man. And did you guys see that highlight of him scoring a shorthanded goal and getting absolutely destroyed at the end of the play, and then him getting up and just taking a cheap shot at the guy that, drilled him. Like, he's got a little FU in him. I like that. Anyways, your comment. Let's go to Jack Maloney saying, Coots is going to be really good. The only problem is that he'll take a year or two. We just need a stopgap centerman. Yeah, like, again, I don't focus too much on the draft. I don't know how these things work. Is it going to take him, 15 months to become a Canuck? Or is it going to take him like 27 months? He's a 15th overall pick, probably 2 years. But hey, you never know. You never know. Remember Ryan O'Reilly? Right? Did I say that right? Am I tripping? It's been one of those days. Yeah, remember Ryan O'Reilly, right? Leader, competitor, quote unquote defense first. How fast did he make the Colorado Avalanche? Right? You never know. You never know. Next comment. Disturbed TV saying Coots projects to be an elite third line center. Like Miller was, and a potentially strong center, second line center. Dude, again, you watch that first highlight. Can I pull it up? Are we allowed to show WHL highlights on Locked On Canucks? I just want to make the people happy, okay? I'm sorry. I want to do it. Is it right here? Okay, yeah, it's right here. Okay, let me just give me 1 second, okay? I'm learning how to use this app. Let's just go to the interwebs, okay? Because you guys are gonna get excited for this. So this. Hockey, baby. This don't remind you of Sam Bennett? Is Braden Coots the next Sam Bennett? Tomorrow's episode is going to be titled that. Like I said, I'm getting emotional. Anyways, let's go surfing on the web for more Canucks content here on Locked On Canucks. Okay, what are you guys looking at here? Oh, yeah, you guys see it. Boom, bam. This is from a game earlier on in the regular season. Let me click the play button. Let me make sure the volume's down because I don't want to screw that up again. I'm 32 and a half years old, learning how to use technology. Okay, can we press play? Press play. Can you guys see this? Look at this. Boom, boom. Coots scores, gets wrecked, and look at him. I don't give up if I scored a goal. Come over here. That's who we drafted, man. Did the Canucks, everyone drop it in the comments right now. The Vancouver Canucks just drafted the next Sam Bennett. And look at Rolly saying he's more complete than Sam Bennett. Bro, just become the next Sam Bennett. One step at a time, okay? Shout out to Braden Coots. Anyway, should we end it on this? Do you guys? I don't know. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about it for a bit. Why not? Why not just talk about it for a bit? It is what it is. I don't know if it's true or not, but people are talking about. And again, let me know in the comments if you guys don't want me to read anything on Twitter, because Twitter is a little different. It's more different than any social media app. But GOAT Radio, again, used to be enemies of Locked On Canucks, not because we know of each other, but because I got pissed off at these guys for starting the JT Miller to the Rangers thing, right? They talked about that in November before Paul Bissonnette did, before anybody did, right? I feel as if they were one of the first to report that something happened in the dressing room post-Nashville game. And there they were the following Monday or Tuesday saying, yo, Miller's going to go to the Rangers, watch. And I just got pissed. I said, why are we doing this to our people? We just made the playoffs last year. And 4 months later, we're starting rumors ASAP about our second most important player, JT Miller. What are we doing? We got to have this guy's back. We got to understand that we're better than this. We just made the play. Miller just said there's no other place he'd rather be, right? Patterson, Hughes, Boeser, Demko. Like, dude, he wants to be here. And we're already starting these rumors. And what happened after I thugged out GOAT Radio? They were right. They were right. They were the first people to be right. And now GOAT Radio is, what are they saying? Are they saying that they just got DM'd? Evander Kane got jumped last night at Pierre's nightclub yesterday. Okay? Supposedly supposedly there's a video and it's gonna come out soon. I don't know about that stuff, right? But hey, I hope it didn't happen. I don't like anyone getting jumped or assaulted, right? I don't violence, okay? They used to call me Brock Boeser. But I will say this: I hope, and I actually can confirm that this probably isn't the case. Whatever that means, confirm. Probably do the rationaling for me, okay? It's the internet exists. Everyone's got smartphones. Like, is Evander Kane already, going downtown? Is he already chilling downtown late at night? Hey, to each their own, right? Hey, do whatever you want. Leisure, baby, leisure. It's your life. It's your city. Go out, have a good time. But to me, it's like, yo, you just got here. Right? Oh, why are we outside already? Too early. Whatever that means. There's something in my heart's like, yo, just, hey, stay inside. And also, maybe I got to stay off the internet, okay? But, hey, confirm or deny, allegedly, assumingly, again, small world. Dude's outside. I don't know if he actually, again, this is not media locked on. I'm just a fan, right? I'm just reading Twitter, Goat Radio saying this. I don't know. I don't know. I hope it didn't happen, because that would just be, it would suck, right? Like, I don't want anyone getting hurt or attacked. That's just so stupid, Some heckling, whatever, but I don't know if it's true or not. John's saying, no way, it's for real. I hope it's not real. I don't know, man. This has been the craziest Canuck season of all time. That's all I want to say. Okay? That's all I want to say. Anyways, my name's Kyle Bowen. I hope I don't have to talk about that again, because, it's all BS. Who knows, though? Who knows? Who knows? One love to the Don't Doze Art Lab for giving us that West Coast bias. One love to the Lockdown Podcast Network for, just letting us talk and connect with the people. Again, my name's Kyle Bowen. Hit the like button, subscribe to the show. Share this with your friend. We're all locked on Canucks. Right? And it's going to be a hot summer, like Dijon Mustard is saying, okay? Anyways, locked on Canucks. Peace. Goodbye. Enjoy.
Your Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.